All right, KickCon is happening at the Marina Market this weekend. An absolute heaven for all lovers of all sports and jersey collectors, not just across Cork, but all across the country. I'm delighted to be joined by Paul Behan from KickCon now. Paul, how are you, sir?
Good, yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
This is the first time I believe KickCon has come to the Marina Market.
First time we are going south. First time we're in the capital, the sports capital of the country, and we are delighted to be there. Yeah, we've done Dundalk, we've done Dublin for the last few years, and now we're going to the epicenter where the heartbeat of sport in the country is, and we are excited.
100%. Talk to me a little bit about KickCon and how it started and how it's grown over the last while.
I guess there's a group of sort of kit aficionados that were stuck in their rooms and thinking they were weird until lockdown when we realized that there was actually a whole lot of us out there, and a sort of a community grew in various different spots. But the community in Ireland formed a lot of heavy collectors, formed a WhatsApp group, and we just wanted an excuse to maybe meet up and to revel in our hobby, and to share our stories and show off our collections and stuff
Mm.
like that. So yeah, 5 years ago, yeah, we had the first one in Dundalk, and it's grown and grown and grown every year since that, and it's gone. You can kind of argue it's gone a bit mainstream now. Everybody's wearing retro jerseys now, and it's it's cool. We're not polyester nerds anymore. We're gone mainstream. So
Yeah.
that's really exciting as well. That the whole space is
Mm.
widening up as well.
What I find when I wear like retro jerseys is that they're great conversation jump off points that people look at you just going, oh, that's a great jersey. I remember this player from that time and so on.
Yeah, the nostalgia is very heavily tied into it, especially I suppose if you consider football, it's gone big business now, big corporate sort of business now. So a lot of people might have the romantic notions of the early days of the Premier League, and it brings us back to a moment maybe in our childhood that sport had maybe more resonance and more importance in your life. And
Mm.
I showed off my Man United collection, which I'm also doing this weekend as well. But I was doing it at an event, and I noticed that people would gravitate towards the jersey when they were 8 or 9 or 10. And
Mm.
that seems to be a pivotal moment in a child's awakening to their team or to their sport, and they would gravitate towards that. They'd know the players, they remember goals, they would remember specific moments, and like the Italia 90 moment, I suppose, for most people, they would have that maybe with their team or with some other sport as well. But in the broad sense, the Italia 90, everyone remembers what the Italia 90 jersey, everyone remembers Packie Bonner's grey
Yeah.
jersey because of the moments, the evocative moments that it brings.
100%. Yeah, you're right there about being a certain age. My favorite jersey that I have is my Man United jersey from 94, 95, the black one with the yellow sharp UCAM on the front of it. My dad gave me his one years ago and I still have it. I still wear it. Don't want to wear it too much though
Nice.
because then sponsor is kind of starting to come off at the front. So I don't want to wear it too much, I guess. But when you
Well,
are
watch it
at,
on its own, inside out, at 30 degrees. There's a bit of a few tips for people. Don't wash it with anything else. Zips, buttons, abrasions, things like that aren't helpful. Inside out is good. At 30 degrees is enough for your old jerseys. That's enough, folks.
God knows some expert advice
And
there
no
now.
tumble
Yeah.
dryer, ever.
Oh, I've learned that mistake the hard way. When you're at these things, like what is I suppose the biggest request that someone's looking for in a jersey?
Yeah, the 90s jerseys are probably very, 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 very popular still. Like they were sort of be the benchmark. So a lot of people would like the 90s jerseys from the Premier League teams or from the international teams. But the scope has broadened widely now. Some people, it's very cool to be niche and to be, a little bit different now. The trend a couple of years ago was just the big teams. You were a Man United fan and that was it. Whereas now a third division non-league Indonesian team that nobody else has heard of. That's what's cool. That's what people want to rock up to five-a-side or training and say. all their mates go, "Who's that team? What's the story there?" So the design is very important. The aesthetic and the rarity is certainly very, very common now as well. But still, Arsenal, United, and Liverpool would I suppose be the big teams here. I've noticed a massive upsurge in the GEA retro scene in the last few years as well. Player fit or the retro stuff is very, very common in the GEA now, and even the rugby now. Typically, that would have been the preserve of the latest kit and more of the bench wear and the apparel around it. But there's a huge resurgence in the retro rugby shirt scene as
Mm.
well, which is really great to see. And all of those types of products are going to be on display over the weekend and available for purchase as well. So no matter what sport you're into, there's definitely something for you this weekend in Cork. Yeah.
What's the most cash you've seen exchange hands for a retro jersey, and what was it?
Oh goodness me. I guess I'm not really in the space. Like some of the collectors that I would hang out with would spend thousands of euros on
Wow.
on a jersey, but these might be specific match worn ones, and they might be in the area of the elite collectors, for want of a better word. But for most people, if you're just looking for something to buy, 100, €200 will get you an awful lot, like a huge array of stuff will be available if you're looking for that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've seen somebody spend €5,500 on a jersey and not think
Good
anything of
Lord.
it. And we did have Marco van Basten's jersey at a previous kick on. Marco van Basten's match worn jersey in the from Euro '88,
No way.
and that was behind a glass case. That was, I don't even know what the valuation on, but I could argue it's probably one of the most exclusive jerseys on this planet.
Yeah.
So that'd be worth a few penny. You might buy a house or two in Ballincollig with that, I'd say.
That's like the Shroud of Turin for jersey collectors.
Yeah, yeah, it would be
Yeah.
only the Maradona shirts, I suppose, went. Maradona shirt in '86 went for 7 million dollars, and I think did Messi's shirt beat that recently, or from the World Cup as well. But obviously that's the extreme end of this
Mm.
of the scale, and that's most people aren't in it for the collecting. Even I'm not in that. I don't go through that space to buy jerseys to hang up on a wall. All of these I wear here. These are all my collection, and I wear them. I wear them. Even
Mm.
a 1993 Ireland jersey, I wear it, and so I would be in that. I believe jerseys are for being worn and shown off, but there is a lot of collectors that just
Mhm.
want them to have as a sort of a museum piece as well.
And which jersey in your collection, Paul, means most to you?
I have Nogbene's match worn shirt from the
Class.
Luxembourg game where he scored a game where he scored. So that's probably pretty special for me. And also my possibly my favorite piece as well, which I actually have right here, which I can show you, from 1998, a VFL Bochum. Just bear with me 1 second there. You might have to edit this bit out. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is an iconic jersey anyway in the jersey collecting world, just because of the design of it. But this happens to be a match worn and signed Savic long sleeve VFL Bochum shirt with an embroidered
Oh yeah.
sponsor, an embroidered crest, and embroidered here. It's a work of art. It's absolutely glorious. So that's probably my favorite piece as well. Yeah.
Well, I know like you can buy knockoff retro jerseys online, and I'm not disparaging anyone who does that. I have some myself, but there's nothing quite like the feel of having the genuine, real, authentic jersey from that time period in your hands.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things I suppose about the fakes. Number one is they are made under probably sweatshop conditions, so we don't really know who is being exploited in the make of them. Also, there's unregulated dyes that they use, so the dyes can be poisonous or can
Mhm.
affect your skin. And also you're operating in the black market, so there's no taxes or anything being paid anywhere. And regardless of how good the quality is getting nowadays, it's still not up to spec. So you will expect after 5 or 10 washes to see degradation of those. So yeah, buy authentic where you can, because that jersey I showed you there is 30 years old and it's still in immaculate condition. If you mind it, it will last forever. Whereas the fakes just don't have the same stickability.
Mhm.
And we only have authentic jerseys for sale and on display this weekend as well. So yeah, it is an option, and especially I know that the price of kits has gone so expensive now, and I know that's an option. But it's not for me personally, and it's not something I would recommend myself.
Finally, Paul, if people want to head along this weekend, how do they go about it? Do they rock up in the day? Do they have to buy tickets in advance? And what are the times and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, we're operating all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and tickets are €12 for adults, €5 for children, or €25 for a full family, and that will give you access all day on in the Marina Market in Cork. On display we're going to have, just for the people in Cork and in Munster, if you're not necessarily into buying kits, just to reinforce, the stuff that's going to be on display is going to be like a museum. It's going to be really really integral parts of sport, Cork sporting history and Munster sporting history. We're going to have Basil McClear's rugby shirt from 1907. We
Wow.
have Ronan O'Gara and Roy Keane's boots from Match Worn Boots. We have Roy Keane's 2002 match issued shirt versus Germany that was obviously never used. We won't get into that
No
now.
way.
That's gonna be on display. That's worth the entrance money alone, just to see that iconic piece of Cork history. We have a Cork hurling shirt from the 1954 final, the three famous three in a row. We have Maya Dennehy's shirt versus Brazil in 1973. We have Dennis Irwin's testimonial shirt from his last Man United game. We Peter Stringer's last ever Ireland shirt from Ravenhill, and Jake O'Brien's Leon shirt versus Marseille as well. All that is going to be on display. You're going to be able to see it and be in close proximity for it. I know how mad Cork people are in terms of their sport. So not only is all that going to be on display, we're going to have Irish Sports Museum selling footballshirts.ie, Galazzo, Gaelic mystery kits, onside jerseys, football kit box, naturally. Define Aura memorabilia is going to have unbelievable match worn stuff available there. Cork Motor Racing, even if you're into motor racing, there's going to be apparel available there. And of course, Cork City FC, the greatest sporting entity in town, is going to be there selling their match worn jerseys from the last couple of years as well, at a really good price as well. So all of that is going to be on display. Your ticket price includes entry to a raffle, and it includes a discount on the street food vendors that are in the Marina Market as well. So you get great value for money. It's a great day out for kids, adults, families alike. Whether you're a kit aficionado or just into sports, it's a really, really good venue, or a really good event. And yeah, you can pay on the door or pay online. KitCon era. The tickets are available there online, or you can pay on the door when you come in. And we are showing the Champions League final, which is at 5 o'clock, which I only realised the other day.
Stupid
So
time slot.
we're showing the Champions League final at 5 o'clock as well. If you want to spend a day immersed in sport and then sit down and watch the Champions League final, you can do that too.